Understanding interest in our economy. Interest. It's a simple word, yet it holds immense power in our economy. In essence, interest is the price we pay for borrowing money. We encounter it when we take out loans for homes, cars, or education. Businesses rely on loans to grow, and governments use them to fund public services. While interest might seem like a necessary part of finance, it creates a fundamental imbalance. Those who lend money, often with more resources to begin with, gain more simply by charging interest. Meanwhile, those who borrow find themselves perpetually paying back more than they initially received. This dynamic, while often overlooked, has profound consequences for individuals, societies, and the global economy. It's a silent drain on borrowers and a steady stream of passive income for lenders. Understanding this dynamic is crucial to grasping the root cause of many economic problems we face today. This is not just about numbers, it's about people. It's about the teacher struggling to repay student loans, the entrepreneur struggling to keep their business afloat, and the families trapped in cycles of debt. It's time we question the role of interest and explore alternative systems that are fairer and more just for everyone. The Great Divide. How interest fuels wealth inequality. The most insidious effect of interest is its contribution to wealth inequality. As interest payments flow from borrowers to lenders, wealth is steadily concentrated in the hands of the few. This creates a system where the rich get richer, not just through hard work or innovation, but by simply having money work for them. Consider this: a small business owner takes out a loan to expand their operations. They work hard, serve their customers, and contribute to the economy. However, a significant portion of their earnings goes towards paying interest, enriching the lender who may have played no direct role in the business's success. This dynamic plays out on a massive scale across the globe. Developing countries burdened by debt often find themselves trapped in a cycle of interest payments, hindering their ability to invest in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Meanwhile, wealthy nations and individuals continue to accumulate wealth through their lending activities. The result is a widening gap between the haves and have-nots, fueling social unrest, political instability, and economic stagnation. It's a system that benefits a select few at the expense of the many, undermining the very fabric of a just and equitable society. Missing the mark why conventional solutions fall short. Our current political and economic debates often miss this fundamental issue of interest. We focus on symptoms like inflation, unemployment, and stagnant wages, while the root cause remains unaddressed. Politicians and economists propose band-aid solutions like tax cuts for the wealthy or austerity measures for the poor, failing to recognize the systemic nature of the problem. For instance, lowering interest rates might provide temporary relief for borrowers, but it also tends to inflate asset bubbles, benefiting those who already hold assets like stocks and real estate. Similarly, increasing taxes on the wealthy, while seemingly addressing income inequality, does little to challenge the underlying mechanisms of wealth accumulation through interest. The reality is that we cannot solve these complex challenges without addressing the fundamental issue of interest. As long as our financial system is designed to funnel wealth towards those who already have it, we will continue to grapple with the consequences of inequality and economic instability. It's time to shift our focus from treating the symptoms to addressing the root cause. We need bold, innovative solutions that challenge the status quo and create a more just and equitable financial system for all. The good news is that alternatives to the interest-based system exist. Interest-free finance, rooted in ethical and religious traditions, offers a viable path towards a more equitable economy. In such a system, loans are provided without the expectation of interest, fostering collaboration and shared prosperity. Islamic finance, for example, prohibits the charging of interest, instead promoting partnerships where profits and losses are shared between lenders and borrowers. This encourages investment in productive activities that benefit society as a whole, rather than speculative ventures aimed solely at maximizing returns for investors. Another compelling alternative is equity-based finance. Instead of lending money at interest, investors can provide capital in exchange for a share of the business's profits. This aligns the incentives of investors and entrepreneurs, fostering long-term growth and shared success. By embracing these alternative models, we can break free from the shackles of the interest-based system and create an economy where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. It requires a shift in mindset away from the pursuit of individual gain towards a more collaborative and equitable approach to finance. Imagining a world without interest might seem radical, but it's a necessary step towards creating a truly just and equitable society. Without the constant drain of interest payments, individuals would have more disposable income, boosting local economies and reducing reliance on debt. Small businesses, freed from the burden of interest, could thrive and create jobs. Governments could invest more in public services, education and infrastructure, fostering long-term growth and prosperity for all citizens. Moreover, a world without interest would foster greater financial inclusion. Communities currently excluded from traditional banking systems, often subjected to predatory lending practices, could access capital on fair and equitable terms, unlocking their potential and contributing to the collective good. The transition to an interest-free or equity-based system won't be easy. It will require a fundamental shift in our economic thinking and a willingness to challenge deeply ingrained assumptions. However, the potential rewards, a more stable, equitable and prosperous world, are well worth the effort. The interest-based financial system, while deeply entrenched, is not immutable. It's a human-made system, and as such, it can be reshaped to better serve the needs of humanity. By acknowledging the inherent flaws of interest and exploring alternative models, we can create a more just and equitable world for all. This is not just an economic imperative, it's a moral one. We have a responsibility to create a system that works for everyone, not just a privileged few. The time for incremental change has passed. We need a fundamental shift in our approach to finance, one that prioritizes people and planet over profit. Let us embrace this challenge with courage and determination, working together to build a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, free from the shackles of an outdated and unjust financial system. The path to a brighter future lies in our collective imagination and our willingness to embrace a new paradigm of economic justice.